2024, we received the most devastating news of our lives. At our 13th week pregnancy scan, we found out that our baby had severe chromosomal abnormality and would not survive until birth. The doctors couldn't tell us how long the baby would survive, and their only advice was to have an abortion.
We could never end our child's life for any reason, and my doctor honored my choice to carry our baby until they passed away on their own. And after they passed, we agreed that doctors would induce delivery so we could hold our baby and have a funeral.
While our pastors, family, and friends prayed, we waited for a miracle. And even with all the support and prayers, days felt dark and heavy.
In the moments of anxiety one night, I felt the peace of God rush in, and it remained and hovered over us in the next few weeks and months that followed. We were believing for a miracle while simultaneously preparing to lose our baby. Through the grief, God gave me a deep sense that this pain was not purposeless, and that either way our child was going to be healed completely. At the next scan, we found out that our baby was now resting in the arms of Jesus, and on November 27th, we met and said our earthly goodbye to our daughter, knowing we will see her again in eternity, completely healed and whole.
We did not receive a miraculous healing, but the mercy of God carried our baby from their mother's love straight into the arms of Jesus. We decided to name our daughter Shiloh Emmanuel, which represents the peace of God that stayed with us through a dark season.
I started serving again on the worship team soon after my loss, not because my pain or grief had disappeared, but because God's presence never did. And regardless of our circumstances, He is always worthy of our song. The theme of Shine 2025 was God with us, and I was asked to lead a song that required a lot of faith and trust in God's good plans for our family and future, because I had just found out that I was pregnant again. The bridge of the song that I led declared, "Where there was death, you brought life. Where there was fear, you brought courage. And when I was afraid, you were with me, and you lifted me up." My prayer for that song was that many women in the room would experience the same nearness and healing presence of God that carried me through my worst days and still gave me the strength to stand and to praise His name. 2024 held the greatest loss that I've ever had and the most tangible, comforting presence of God I've ever experienced. And while I was happy to be pregnant again, there was always fear while reflecting on the past. But with each scan, God led me into deeper levels of trust. At 32 weeks, I was admitted to the hospital for 3 days to prevent preterm labor. But even in the hospital, I felt a deep sense of peace and confidence that God was going to carry us through again. And He was faithful, and He kept the baby and I safe until the right time to deliver.
6 weeks later, on October 8th, our second son was born, perfectly healthy and strong. Exactly 1 year after finding out that we are going to lose Shiloh, we are dedicating God's gift of restoration in our second son, Aiden. Through all of this, God spoke to me through Isaiah 40, verse 31, which says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." I am Ashish.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is our story of hope.